Welcome back, friends. It's Sean with iwashyoudry.com, and today we are going to be making a delicious and cozy ravioli lasagna casserole. You guys, this dinner comes together so fast, and it's perfect for taking to maybe somebody who's sick or a new mom, or just stashing away in the freezer for a dinner for later. But we're gonna make it for dinner right now, so let's get started. The first thing you're gonna do is get a skillet, heat it up, and you're gonna add about 1 teaspoon of oil. I like to use avocado oil or olive oil. And we're gonna take 1 pound of mild Italian sausage, and we're just gonna brown this up in the skillet. All right, while this is browning, I'm gonna just scooch this over, and we're gonna get some of our veggies that are going in this casserole prepped and chopped. So I'm gonna use about 2 cups of diced mushrooms. It's about 4 ounces. And I'm gonna make them into a nice dice here. Mushrooms are gonna cook down nice and small. So it's great for like maybe those picky eaters. They're not gonna even notice it in there, but they're gonna have that extra, it's gonna add extra moisture and yummy flavor. All right, the next vegetable we're gonna add to our casserole is some zucchini. And you're gonna want about 2 cups of zucchini. I'm doing diced zucchini. Another great way, if you don't like the thicker pieces of zucchini, is you can shred this. But zucchini is great because it's going to add extra moisture to the casserole. And I'm just gonna cut these into like little cubes because I just love the way that they look. All right, to our sausage, we're gonna add in that chopped zucchini and mushrooms. And we're just gonna create that base for our casserole or ravioli lasagna casserole. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of diced or minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of my homemade Italian seasoning. This stuff is fantastic, and it will be linked in the blog post, so highly recommend that. Okay, we're almost done with our sauce, and here's what makes this dinner come together so fast. I'm just using my favorite 24 ounces of jarred spaghetti sauce here. We're gonna add this right to the pan. And what you're gonna wanna do is, in your jar or your can, is just add about 1/4 cup of water. We're gonna get all the little bits left in that jar. And this adds just enough water to help cook our ravioli. Stir this all together and let it simmer until it gets nice and blended. And while it's simmering, we're going to shred our mozzarella cheese. And we're using 16 ounces of cheese. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's a big casserole, so gonna need a lot of cheese. Guys, we are ready to assemble our casserole. Now, you're gonna wanna use a 9 by 13 inch casserole dish. And this, just as a heads up, this casserole can serve about 10 people. I mean, maybe less if you're like really hungry. So if you want, you can separate this into 2 smaller casserole dishes, save one for later, and enjoy one tonight. But I've got a big family and it works for us. So I'm gonna just spray the bottom of my dish with some nonstick spray. We're gonna start layering. So I want about 1 cup, maybe a little bit more on the bottom of the sauce. I'm just kind of spread it around. And then we're gonna take 48 ounces of frozen ricotta and mozzarella cheese-filled ravioli. And yes, you're gonna wanna use it frozen because it's gonna be easier to assemble. So we're gonna put half of our 48 ounces of ravioli into the dish, and just about as even as a layer as you can manage. Then I'm gonna do about half of the remaining sauce over the top. We're gonna use half of our mozzarella cheese. This is like a lasagna because the ravioli is filled with that ricotta cheese filling. So it's just like an easier way to make a lasagna without having to do the extra cheese filling. It's already done for you. All right, we're gonna use the remainder of our ravioli and just pile them on top. And this is going to bake down a little bit as the ravioli settles, as the zucchini and mushroom cook down a little bit more in the oven. So if it's filled to the top, don't be worried, it will settle. Okay, let's add the remaining sauce and get it nice and covered. All right, now we're gonna finish it off with that last bit of mozzarella cheese. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cover our casserole with aluminum foil and then pop this into the oven at 375 degrees for about 1 hour. And then we're going to remove the foil and finish baking for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and bubbly and maybe just a little browned on top. And then we're gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes to settle, and then it's ready to serve. Oh gosh, you guys, this looks so good. For the last minute, I popped on the top broiler just to brown the cheese a little bit extra because I love the little crispy cheese on the top. And then I'm just gonna top it with some freshly chopped parsley. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit for just a few minutes before we dig in. Don't wanna burn my mouth. All right, you guys, we have let this cool long enough and I am ready to dig in. Let me just finish it off with a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Oh, so good. All right, I can hardly contain my excitement, guys. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. We're gonna go in over here. Woo! Okay. Oh, wow, that looks phenomenal. Check out these plump ravioli and that delicious sauce with zucchini and mushrooms and sausage, and let's not forget about the cheese, shall we? Ooh, so cheesy. Mmm. 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 Oh wow, you guys, that is so good. Oh, that just screams comfort food. I know you're gonna love this. And you guys, how easy would this be to just prep ahead and so you can pop it in the oven on a busy weeknight? Oh, I love it. Okay, you guys, don't forget to check out this Ravioli Lasagna Casserole on iwashyoudry.com, as well as many more fantastic recipes just like this one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.